Well, he's a racing car legend and he's here in Canterbury talking to a local software company about his drive to success. Greg Murphy has taken Australia's brutal Bathurst titles numerous times and has taken up the softer side of racing too. Here's Jared McCulloch.
From this race win,
with 24 hours about to tick over, the first car to cross the line, once the 24-hour clock has moved through, will take the win. It's Murphy with Tander right behind him against slow traffic, forcing Tander out wide. They come through VIP for the last time. We're looking at Greg Murphy in 05. He takes the win.
To this. Greg Murphy is taking to the track in style in front of keen Canterburyans willing to hear his story of success. The four-time winning Bathurst V8 supercar racer is here in Christchurch, speaking to a number of staff and school children, encouraging them to chase their dreams just like he did in his teens.
I never envisaged that I was ever going to be a race car driver, all the way up until the point where it really became reality, which was, when I was sort of 19 at that stage, where I thought there was a chance that it could happen. And I suppose these days there's a lot of opportunities out there for everybody to be able to, take on and achieve what they want to achieve.
Jade software employees got the chance to get close up with the sporting legend, with keeping fit being part of the company's values. And Murphy says he's impressed with the wellbeing concepts.
They've got a great initiative going on here at Jade where they bring some people in to talk to their staff and as I say, the school kids as well. And I'm fortunate enough to be invited down to do that, so I'm really looking forward to it and honoured to be here.
Murphy took out the biggest supercar race in Australasia back in the mid-90s, taking the checkered flag at the Bathurst 1000 Championship, seeing drivers get up to speeds of around 300 kilometres an hour. And since then he's taken the trophy 4 times, shortly after in 96, 97 and 2003. He's even competed in the Bathurst 24-hour race alongside the late Peter Brock, killed doing the sport he loved, and won that too. He's also had a few wins on this side of the Tasman too. Just last year he won the V8 Super Tourist Sprint Series here in New Zealand.
Winning on home soil in front of incredible crowds here in New Zealand at Pukekohe, and the feeling that I got from that was in some ways a bigger feeling and something that was even a little bit more.
And that's a lot of achievements he wants to pass on to Jade staff, saying anything is possible.
We're pretty fortunate here in New Zealand to be able to really take on whatever challenge you really want and have a go. And I suppose it is about taking a few risks, and I certainly took some risks, and and while the opportunity exists and while you have the time and those kinds of things, just go and fight for whatever you want to achieve.
And that's exactly what he did, taking up his passion for speed.
For me, car racing was really just a dream, but a few things happened and a few opportunities existed, and we ran with it, and it turned out pretty good. So it's talking about that, but not everything's easy. Nothing gets handed to you on a platter really these days, and you've got to put the effort in to make it work.
But he says it's all about taking the necessary steps to make it happen.
You've got to be willing to give it a go, and I think if you do that and you leave nothing on the table, you're never going to be left wondering, and that's something that a lot of people don't like, to be outside their comfort zone. You don't like to maybe put things on the line, and there's good reasons often for that, but we're in a pretty good environment down here that offers opportunity for just about everything.
Murphy also stepped outside his comfort zone recently here in Christchurch. He took up the challenge of racing a rally car at the Canterbury Rally in the historic section, with this area of motorsport being something he's wanted to do for a long time.
I did Race to the Sky way back over 10 years ago, and was an amazing experience at the time, and just time and commitments sort of haven't allowed me to sort of explore that further until just last weekend at the Canterbury Rally, which came about after talking about it for a long time.
You may have noticed the lap time board, the uncool and cool wall, and even the Stig. Some of the key aspects from the hit British TV show Top Gear. Maybe the company is saying something, to be the guy to replace Jeremy Clarkson maybe. And although that's not the case, Murphy knows what he wants to achieve next, back at Bathurst.
I know what's next, another one. Yeah, always wins the next one, and it's been a long time since I won. It's been 11 years since I won Bathurst, and I always expected that another one was going to happen.
So you never know, it may be his time to shine again on Mount Panorama in the near future, but for now he's got his own challenge.
I think a few of them have been practising quite a bit, though, from what I gather, looking at the timesheet so far, so I might be up against it.
He'll be wanting to take the fastest lap against the staff before he drives his way to the top again. Jared McCulloch, CTV News.